more updates on the continuing devaluation of a college degree. I've been saying this. I said this 5 years ago. I'm going to say it 5 days from now. You know, Nathan, it just occurs to me, you were shaking your head because you and I have known each other a long time. It's very rare that I can even say something like this, and I don't want to miss this. I'm never right. Number one, I'm a husband of 25 years, and I'm not griping, but every man in a successful marriage knows you pretty much have to give up your opinion and being right if you want to be happily married. Let's just be honest. All right? Secondly, I have 3 teenagers, Nathan, which means they never think I'm right about anything. And so it's rare. It's rare that I get out in front of something and say, I'm telling you, this next generation is going to begin to devalue and question the ROI, return on investment for college. And here we go. Are you ready for this? I'm never right, except for this. Here we go. 4 million fewer teenagers enrolled at college in 2022 than in 2012. So 10 years difference. In a 10-year span, college enrollment has dropped by 4 million students. Folks, that's not a blip. That is a trend that is going to start to look like a freight train. These numbers are going to continue to snowball. Why? The price tag. The price tag. It's too much. I can't justify it. You can't justify it. More on that in a minute. From 2010 to 2022, college tuition rose an average of 12% a year, while inflation only increased an average of 2.6% each year. And folks, I point this out because this message still makes a lot of you uncomfortable because you have been brainwashed that college is absolutely the best alternative for a kid leaving high school. You've been brainwashed. And it's so counterintuitive for you to go, huh? That doesn't seem to make sense. Inflation's in your face right now. Does that bother you? That college tuition over a 12-year period rose at 12% a year? Inflation rose at 2.6% a year? That's whacked out. If that doesn't make you upset, hold on. Hold my beer. It's not a Bud Light. Today, college costs at least $104,000 on average to attend a public university. 4 years, public university, average cost $104,000. And $223,000 for a private university. See, that's where they really get you. You get all excited when you send your kid to a private university because, I mean, they're special. They got in the country club. They get to wear the sweater vest and the tie and the penny loafers. You see where I'm going here? It's a trap. It's a status trap. And it's trapping young people. It's trapping parents who are co-signing on loans. It's a trap. It's a mirage. Here are the data to prove me right. The salaries that students can expect to earn after graduation haven't kept up with the cost of college. A Pew Research Center report found that earnings for young college-educated workers had remained mostly flat over the past 50 years. 4 years after graduating, according to recent data from the Higher Education Authority, a third of students earn less than $40,000, lower than the average salary of $44,000 that workers with only high school diplomas earn. Factor in the average student debt of $33,500 that college graduates owe after they leave school, and many graduates will spend years catching up with their degree-less counterparts. So these kids are waking up to this. The student debt-driven financial hole is leaving more and more younger people with a lower net worth than previous generations. The Morning Consult found that 41% of Gen Zers said they tend to trust U.S. colleges and universities. This is the lowest percentage of trust of any previous generation. Now, I'm going to tell you something. That is good news to me because it tells me these Gen Zers are going, this value proposition doesn't add up to me. Sure, I can go and party for 4 to 5 years and show my wild oats, but then I've got to pay when I get out. And when I look at what I got to pay when I get out versus what I'm making when I get out, I'm not so sure that that's a fair trade. Now, I want you just for a second to think of a product or a service that you recently paid for that after you got into it, you went, well, that was an absolute trap. I didn't get what I paid for. That's what Gen Z is saying. They're going, why would I want to do this? They don't want to do it. And the numbers are bearing themselves out. College enrollment is dropping. Community college enrollment dropping. That's one storm. These kids are just, they're waking up. They're going, I don't know. That's one storm. The other storm is the student loan debt we've got. It's about to hit the shoreline in October. There's going to be a lot of pain. And I think this pain is going to be so vocal that I hope it wakes America up finally to say, it's time to turn the eye at the people that are in charge of the education matrix. Those would be your leadership at higher institutions. Everybody at the top, college president, the board, regents, everybody, you're all on the hook. Because you all are driving this. 12% tuition increase per year? Are you kidding me? Oh, by the way, these are the same educated folks who charged you the same amount of money but sent your kid home and told him to learn online. So that's the second storm, is our student loan crisis. By the way, it's back to being a full-blown crisis because the Supreme Court told Uncle Joe that there's this thing called the Constitution and we have to abide by it. So they smacked down his political ploy, and now a lot of people who for 3 years had hope, real hope, that they would have their student loans forgiven are now dealing with the harsh reality that they got to pay it. The third storm. Corporate America is saying, we're hiring these kids out of college, and they're not trained to do what we need them to do. So we've come up with our own training programs. So we'll just hire you right out of high school, or we'll hire if you don't have a degree. Third storm, all coming together for a superstorm that is going to make college and universities as we know irrelevant. I told you so, and I'm telling you so.